Okay, take two of a Memorial Weekend video featuring a Navy SEAL, retired veteran Navy SEAL in America. Memorial Weekend is similar to, I suppose, the Irish equivalent would be Easter, where we celebrate the fallen and the Easter Rising, and where, shockingly, this year, 2020, instead of the tricolour, a United Nations flag was raised. Hardly went reported. Absolutely shocking and offensive to Republicans. And the equivalent in the UK would be November the 11th, Remembrance Day. And as I've said before, my English grandpa fought 4 years in World War I on the front line because he was in communications and Morse code. And one of his privileges was letters home, uncensored. And in one of his letters, which my mother still has, he said, "Don't ever celebrate war because there is no glory in war." So Greg is a Navy SEAL, and I'm going to let him speak for himself from Colorado. And I'd ask you to share this with me and share it with others in this auspicious time. Here we go. Let's just cut that out. Watch again.
Hi, folks. How's it going today? We're out in, I'm out in Colorado. I've been out here for about, oh God, I don't know, 2 weeks now. I mean, month and a half now. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't had a haircut. Got the van there. Got a little tent there. And my brother and I, from another mother, just on this old stove that's sitting out here in the middle of nowhere. I had Angela Power Disney asked me to go kind of a live thing. Now, okay, so what's the word in Colorado? Well, they're trying to open the place up. Most of the major box chains are never closed. All the wrap companies haven't operated yet. James Palmer and Manipur Juice Company, which is a real small business that he has struggled for the last couple of years with nothing, has gotten absolutely nothing to stay afloat. James is up here with me. Everybody's wearing masks and they're all freaked out. I got some kids in the Philippines, Kayla and Karen, and Sitsna and Edna, all the family with my grandchildren, and they've been completely locked down since the beginning of this. Nobody in the Philippines can move even between the, I don't know how you can say it, the barangay provinces. They're locked down. If you don't have papers, you're immediately arrested. I'm not sick, haven't been sick. It really bothers me that everybody's wearing masks and they're all, you know, pretty much everybody's afraid. There's a line drawn between who's afraid and who's not. I recommend everybody watching this connect to Crow House and look at some of his videos he's had recently, and has had some doctors on talking about the fact that they've never been able to prove this virus. You can listen to Behind the Woodshed with Hal Anthony, and he'll tell you that legally they have shut everybody down, but it's illegal. They have no basis and no right. Coronavirus symptoms are not the coronavirus. As pandemic, it's all legalese. What they're really planning on doing, in my opinion, is an all-out shutdown of your economies and an all-out reorganization of your brain. What can I tell you? It's difficult. It's difficult to watch my nation, my country, fall apart. It's difficult because I'm a vet and I've got a lot of people that I know that are vets. And what are you going to do when in 90 days in my entire lifetime, I've never seen this? There's probably been 20 viruses. This is exactly what they want, you know, in the last 20 years. There's, you know, how many things can we name off? I mean, you know, Ebola, SARS, SARS-2. I can't even name them all off. All you got to do is tell people that there's a sickness in the air, and then they freak out. All you got to do is tell the police to disobey lawful orders, to protect the people, instead repress them. That's all you got to do. Currently, in my opinion, you're going to have a big famine real soon by the winter. So get your food. And if people don't stand up and understand that this is illegal and this is not right, they're going to fall. And if you accept this virus, you accept the shot, if you accept all this stuff, then you're not doing your research. You need to do your research. You really do. Well, anyway, I guess that's what's going on from my local point of view. I've been on the road since September. I was on the road when this virus hit. We were locked down, and I've been watching the spell cast. I recommend silver water. That's all you got to do. Make some silver water. You're not going to get sick. Nothing's been said about that, but that's okay. I haven't been saying much because it's just so offensive. There's nothing to say. This is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. And I'm probably different than most people in that I don't trust the government to begin with, so just about everything they say, I check. You know, I guess that starts with JFK, doesn't it? Well, there's a real big noble lie now. And if you ask me, for 20 years since these cell phones have been here, they've been probably working on this idea. There's no more talk about terrorism anymore. ISIS is gone. And then if you take a look at the 4 major countries that have had this virus, China, Italy, Iran, and who's the other one? I can't remember right now. Oh, United States, I guess. Well, maybe not. But if you look at the nations around them, they're not even sick. So how does that work out? There's a lot of things that I don't abide by, and I think I've checked into, but I'm only one man. And I recommend that you guys convince yourselves or be afraid. But I'm not a Navy SEAL for nothing. I'm not afraid. We stand for freedom here in America. We're probably the last nation that has any kind of weaponry with the citizenry. Trump says he wants to use the military to enforce it. Trump says there's going to be a lot of deaths. Well, you know what? So what? You just got done listening to a video from the Crow House and talking to a guy that got arrested for talking about taking the mark of the beast. Right there. You know what he said? He said 100 people have died in Australia, over 5 nations, over the entire continent. Wow. Is that a pandemic? Like I said, everybody that I've talked to that's my age, I mean, I'm talking about everybody. If they're not working for a corporation, they're pretty much out of business out here. And they're struggling. And they've never seen anything like this. So welcome to the New World Order, I guess, huh? Anyway, that's about all I have to say. And I'm wishing you guys well from Colorado. It is a beautiful day. And we homeless people are out here doing the best we can, enjoying ourselves. This is a valley right here. So I think it's a San Luis. No, it's not San Luis, but it's Buena Vista out there. Behind us, over here, we got Mount Chavano, 14,000 foot peaks. I won't wear a mask because I don't believe in it. This country, everything you see here, from all the way around and miles around, used to belong or used to be the native territory of the Ute tribe. And when the miners came here and the military came here, they took away their ways of being and their ways of life, and they all withered. They took away all their land. And what's here are a bunch of elites that have all the hills and all the money, and they don't care. I can't be here. It's crazy, but I don't believe in land ownership. So there's enough land out here to be farming and everything, and for people to do stuff, but there's winter coming. And we don't see, my friend and I, don't, I don't know, he's a struggling man. He's been struggling. He's been a river guide. He's been an extreme skier most of his life. And, you know, he doesn't have anything either. And when this thing hit, the little guys like myself, Anderson Service Company, which is now kaput, out of business. I haven't gotten a dime from this, and I won't. I earn my own money. I believe in that. I believe in working hard. The last job I had kind of wrecked my shoulder and my back. So at 60, I don't know if I'm going to be working much longer. Stay tuned. But from what I understand, it's kind of a stalemate. You know, when people take a look at CNBC and NBC and ABC and all those C's and D's and whatever you call those alphabet things, and they believe all that stuff without believing themselves, they're going to put themselves in trouble. I would say probably a third of America might be in that strait right now. That's not good. And there's other people that got a lot of money, like up here, and they don't want to go back to work. They don't care. They just want to play and have fun. Well, have fun with that too, because that's going to ruin your ass. You guys are done. So that's my prediction. It's sad, but it's true for me. I think it's true for a lot of homeless people out here. There's a lot of people that are struggling. I think it's just about everywhere. The common man's voice is gone. Guys that, like I said, guys that they serve their country, they fought these quote unquote terrorists, ruined their lives. They don't care. They're not gonna listen to us. They're just gonna do this thing. This thing has been planned for years, okay? I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this thing has been planned for years. Do your research. Go to the Economic Forum and take a look at their planning. You'll be able to see it. They got COVID-19 right there. You take a look at it. It's like 100 layers deep. They're going to change their DNA. They've got all plans for all that stuff. They got plans for so much stuff. Not for me, though. Nope. Just going to let everybody know, including Zuckerberg and anybody else that's listening, the NSA and all those other guys. I'm not taking the vaccination. No, you fuckers can kiss my ass. I'm not wearing a mask either, unless I have to go out of this country for some reason, which I pretty much intend to do. As far as I'm concerned, the nation is failing itself, and I hope that it can recover. I hope that somehow we can do this. The world, we don't need this. This is all planned. And I'm just going to say it, probably going to get banned, but this is all going right back to ISIS raw hell. So there you go. Do your research, people. Don't believe me. I'm just a fucking homeless guy. I got back from the Philippines. I've been living in my truck ever since. I can't afford a house. I have no, what can you do? Anyway, that's what's going on. And Angie, you take care of yourself out there. Bridie, take care of yourself. Clark, all you guys, everybody. Love you all. And I might be back there, out there. Samar sounds like a good place to live. Anyway, gotta go. Thank you very much for listening, all y'all. Good day.
So that's Greg, a man of dignity, homeless, and 22 veterans a day commit suicide in the United States of America. A vast amount of the homeless population are veterans. And from Ireland to America, happy Memorial Weekend. And don't let this be the way we accept life. Let's rediscover our dignity and our honor, whether we are veterans or not. AngelusCashes.org. Greg talks about when the lockdown's over, he wants to head to Arizona to do a few jobs for his mother, his very elderly mother. And then he wants to head for the Philippines and just live out his years close to his children and grandchildren there. And like he said, he's a proud man. He wouldn't even take the 1,200 government handout. He'll work if his shoulder and back recover, which I'm sure they will. But I personally would love to see if anybody felt led to help him get to Arizona and get to the Philippines. And at least if he's going to live this alienated, sad, not sad because he chooses to be happy even when he's homeless. But if he chooses to live out his days in relative solitude and in the Philippines, it would be great to at least honor him. So I'm going to put my PayPal link up, and if anybody wants to donate, just mark it for Greg, and I'll see he gets it. And if he yells at me for saying that in this, I will just put a note in the description box saying don't do that. But that's where my heart is. I'm just so deeply moved by that. And as Wilfred Owen said in his poetry, or my grandpa, my English grandpa, said that there is no glory in war, but people like Greg served their country and believed what they were doing was for the good. So I would just ask the common people to add their voice to Greg's, and for ordinary people to find the extraordinary in themselves. And please share this. I'd love it to get to President Trump. I'd love the Q movement to get hold of it. I'm not a Q person myself, but I do believe some good has been done through that operation. And I'd ask you also to pray for Captain Field McConnell, another veteran who's disgracefully on remand, awaiting trial at the hands of Picasso, Broward County, because Field was a whistleblower. So God bless Field McConnell, God bless Greg Anderson, and God bless my grandpa, my great uncle Joe, who had a 50-year service medal from the original freedom fighting IRA. He would have turned in his grave a United Nations flag going up on Easter Sunday outside the GPO. But where there's life, there's hope. And it's up to Jesus, it's up to God when the end times unfold and how. And I, for one, we're told to occupy until he comes. So just thanks for your prayers and thanks for listening. And please like, subscribe, and share and pray.